It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. We're finally seeing some blue sky on the Hunter as the deadly East Coast low moves away after another wild night. Conditions are much better this morning with the weather system moving further south before heading out to sea and dissipating. Flood warnings remain for the Hunter, Patterson and Williams Rivers, also Lake Macquarie. The SES has responded to 2,500 requests for assistance in the Hunter, and Todd Burns from the SES says they have their eye on another storm cell off the Hunter coast at the moment.
We're just tracking that and seeing what happens with this next storm cell that's approaching from the ocean. So it'll be a matter of just watching and waiting to see what happens there. If we do need to make any further warnings, then we'll do that and advise people in due course. But got a slight reprieve, but it looks like we're going to get hit again by another storm cell moving in from the ocean.
Meanwhile, we're again being reminded to stay away from floodwaters after more than 100 flood rescues overnight. Emergency Services Minister David Elliott says people need to stay indoors if possible.
People that are going to work this morning and taking journeys today either consider deferring non-essential travel or be very, very conscious of the fact that if you go near a river or if you can't see the road because of rising water levels, just don't do it. Don't take the risk.
There are still issues with trains. Buses are replacing services between Hamilton and Wyong, while the Hunter line remains closed due to flooding at Hexham. Several major roads are closed, including Industrial Drive at Tyers Hill and Main Road between Head and Greta and Gilliston Heights. It's another day off from school for many Hunter children. Dozens of public schools remain closed along with Newcastle Uni and Hunter TAFE campuses. A full list of affected schools is on the 2NURFM Facebook page. All Hunter Catholic schools are also shut today. It could be days before power is restored. At the moment, around 100,000 homes and businesses remain blacked out across the region. A small number are also without water. Overnight, power has been restored to Cessnock, Maryland and Fletcher. Zoe Allabone from Ausgrid says crews have been stretched to the limit as they try to make the network safe.
This, however, I think has been described by some as a once-in-a-decade weather event, and it's certainly the largest impact on the networks that we've seen from storms since about 2007, when, of course, that was the year the Pasha Bulka grounded around the June long weekend, and we had about 250,000 or more customers without power.
Briefly in sport, the North Queensland Cowboys are expecting more rough treatment from the Knights when they line up against each other on Saturday at Hunter Stadium. The Cowboys claim Newcastle used grubby tactics last time they clashed, especially on playmaker Jonathan Thurston. They're ready for Thurston to be targeted again, but say this time they're ready to give as good as they get. 2NURFM News Time, 27 to 9.